Slim 400 is a rapper affiliated with YG who was recently killed in LA. Let's get into what went down. On Thursday, December 9th, news broke that rapper Slim 400 had been shot and killed in the Inglewood section of LA the previous night. Early in the day, No Jumper broke the news, tweeting, "Rapper Slim 400 has reportedly been killed, RIP." Not long after that, a video that supposedly showed the crime scene started going around the internet. The motive behind Slim's murder ain't been established, but he was from the Treetop Pirus. Police say they don't think the shooting was targeted. Slim was just at the wrong place at the wrong time. Slim 400 was a native to Compton, but was actually born in Germany to parents who were in the military. When Slim was less than a year old, they moved back to the States and settled in California. He grew up on the 400 block of Spruce Street, which is where he got his rap name. He was raised mostly by his mom and jumped off the porch and joined the Treetop Pirus at 13 or 14. Growing up, he got arrested a few times for weed and gun charges, but never did more than 2 months in county jail. His homie Young Life used to freestyle when they was chilling, which inspired him to start making music. At first, he was just messing around, but after one of his close relatives got shot and killed, he decided to take rap more seriously and switch up his lifestyle. He started building a buzz in the city after signing to Pusha Zinc, which was made popular by YG and DJ Mustard. He knew YG from the neighborhood, and they was both from the same gang. He collaborated with YG on multiple tracks, including Pirus and Guapale. But just as Slim 400 was starting to gain traction in the music industry, he hit a major setback after almost losing his life to gun violence. In 2019, he was visiting some family members in his hood. He was about to leave town to go on tour, but wanted to stop and see his people before he left. As he got out of the car, his ops was waiting for him and started letting off shots as he walked to the door. 2 of his homies were still inside the car, but the windows was tinted so dark that the shooters couldn't see inside. He got hit multiple times, but one of his relatives came out of the house while they were still shooting and tried to drag him inside. Luckily, they got him into the house and called an ambulance before it was too late. He got shot a total of 9 times. He was hit in the head, ear, face, back, torso, and stomach, and even had a bullet stuck in his jaw that doctors couldn't get out. He had 4 different surgeries, but eventually made a full recovery. While recovering, he shared a pic of himself in the hospital bed with a message for his shooter. The caption read, "I want to thank the staff at the hospital for helping me shake back. I owe y'all. #Roscoe's or #Taco Mel for life. And God, I thank whoever was popping for buying them shells at Walmart. I'm here for a reason. Hold up." He left the hospital 15 days later and got right back on his grind. He was in the studio just 2 or 3 days after being released. The doctors advised him to take it slow, but he felt like God spared his life for a reason, and he had to get back to work as soon as possible. Not long after he got out of the hospital, he did an interview with Nick Cannon, where he said the shooting made him realize how quickly your life could be taken from you. 1 minute, you could be visiting with family, and the next, you could be in the ICU.
It just go to show me, like, it ain't no joke out here, you feel me?
Right.
Like, your life could be taken at any moment, within any time, and it's unexpected.
So he decided at that moment, he had to start moving different and leave the streets alone. After that, it sounded like he was really committed to changing his life. In 2020, he dropped the album Shake Back, which featured guest appearances from Sada Baby, Yella Beezy, G-Eazy, and Young Dolph. He continued to feed the streets in 2021, dropping back-to-back albums, Bompton and Ice Water Army. But even though he was trying to change his lifestyle, Slim 400 became another talented rapper to lose his life to gun violence. He was only 33 years old and left behind a daughter. It's not clear if this incident was related to the shooting back in 2019, but there's some rumors floating around. After the news broke, Wack 100 went on Clubhouse to get more info on the situation. Wack is a music executive, best known for managing West Coast artists like The Game and Blueface. He's also affiliated with the Pirus and is known for giving his opinions on what's going on in rap and the streets of LA. According to Wack, Slim was in the Rolling 60s hood when he got shot, somewhere he shouldn't have been. The rapper has ties to the Inglewood family Bloods, who were locked in a deadly war with the Rolling 60s. So he was putting himself in danger by just being over there. The Rolling 60s and IFG have been beefing for decades. The beef recently made headlines after Baby Capone from IFG defaced the Nipsey Hussle mural outside his Marathon clothing store in South Central. Not long after that, Capone was on live with an IFG ally named Indian Red Boy, who was shot and killed while on Instagram Live. Some think he was murdered by members of the Rolling 60s over the mural. Ever since then, the violence has increased between the 2 gangs. So Wack was suggesting Slim 400 got caught up in the beef just by going to the Rolling 60s territory. Another rumor going around is that Slim 400 was set up by his own people and got killed by someone he knew. A few hours after the news broke, door cam footage allegedly showing the murder was released to the internet. It's not clear if the footage is real because it ain't been confirmed by major news outlets, but people close to the situation seem to think that it is. The footage is too graphic to show on YouTube, but the video shows a man approaching a car parked in the driveway of a house holding an automatic weapon. He walks up to the driver's side where the rapper is sitting, and as he gets out, the guy starts letting off shots, and Slim struggles to grab at the barrel of the gun to save his life. He fires several shots, but looks like he misses because Slim keeps grabbing for the gun. But after firing off about 8 rounds, he stops shooting. It looks like by that point, Slim had already been hit. Based on the video footage, many are saying the issue was personal and not gang beef. The shooter knew who he was after and seemed like he was familiar with Slim as he approached the car. People are also saying he was parked outside of his girlfriend's house, which might have given away his location. Wack 100 went back on Clubhouse and changed his stance after watching the footage. He said he got a call the night Slim was killed, and someone told him that the rapper got hit along with a few other people while hanging out in enemy territory. But after watching the video, he realized the situation was completely different. The shooter knew who he was coming to get and targeted Slim. Longtime gang intervention and community activist OG Skip Townsend also hopped on live to clear up some of the rumors. He claims the Rolling 60s had nothing to do with Slim 400's murder.
60s did not kill Slim 400.
He says he knows people who are close to the situation and that it was over personal beef Slim had going on, not anything gang related.
Something personal with this guy, man. Slim 400 died on some personal stuff that he had going on.
So at this time, it's tough to tell what happened. This is just another example of why rappers should leave their city once they get serious about music. Because you never know when politics or personal beef can come back around to you. R.I.P. to Slim 400. He was another talented rapper who was taken too soon.